Hi, I'm Luke Lentini.
And I'm Ashton Worstel, reporting for the Lobby Observer.
For our segment, we will be taking a look at the Westboro High School girls varsity basketball 2019-2020 season.
After coming off a tough 5-13 season but losing only 3 seniors, the Rangers look to improve with a lot of returning talent and experience.
Additionally, with new head coach and alumni Elizabeth Power taking over the squad, the Rangers are ambitious to tip off their season.
Let's hand it out to Peter Lee, who had a chance to interview Coach Power.
Hi, I'm Peter Lee, and I'm here with Miss Powers, the new head basketball coach for the girls basketball here at Westboro High School. Do you have any coaching role models?
Yeah, I definitely do. Growing up, I loved playing basketball. It was definitely my favorite sport. I had a great coach back in probably 6th through 8th grade. His name was John Favorito. He was this big, huge, tough kind of coach on us, but he was always my favorite coach growing up. He just pushed us to, limits that we didn't know we had, but he was also a kind and approachable person. I just learned a lot of life lessons from him, and I definitely try to model some of his techniques and strategies that he had us implementing back in those days, and then definitely really helped us out for the high school level as well. So it was fun playing with people for 3 or 4 years in a row, and then also getting to play high school basketball with them as well.
Knowing this is your first year coaching head coach, as a head coach of the girls basketball team, what are your expectations coming into this season?
So my expectations are, I would say, pretty high. I'm excited to have a fresh start. I know a lot of these girls from having them on JV for a couple years ago. So we have a good group of returning girls that know my expectations and know how I like to run tough practices and really hold them accountable during games and things like that. So I'm really excited for the season. I think we, again, have a great group of leadership from our returning senior players. And we also have some new fresh people that are excited to be joining our program, and I hope that they're able to learn a lot and learn about the game of basketball and also learn how to push themselves.
How do you think your experience as a basketball player has helped your coaching strategies?
Yeah, so I think playing basketball has definitely allowed me to really relate to the girls because they know that I played actually for Westboro and that it was definitely one of my favorite sports growing up, and I think it also helps me in a tight game. I can really relate to them because I know what that pressure has felt like when I was that player, so I can give them strategies and techniques to kind of power through and keep working. And I think it's a pretty I'd like to think that it's a cool way of them to be able to relate to me as their coach, knowing that I was once in their shoes. And some of them I even had as when I was a high school player. They were 3rd, 4th grade in little basketball camp, and I was helping them out with camp. So I think it's really cool for me to see them still playing the sport, and I think it's cool for them to see I'm still around, and they got to see me as a player and now as a coach.
How has, during the off season, how's the team prepared for the up and coming basketball season?
So our team has been doing some open gyms. So we have we've actually had Mr. Wilichowski has come in and run a few sessions for us because I'm not allowed to coach in the off season, so I get to go watch, but I can't be telling them what to do during these open gym sessions. So it was nice to have a parent in there to give them a little bit of direction, and also we've had some of the seniors step up and kind of lead some of those sessions as well. We actually have one tonight, so we'll have 2 more leading into the season, which seems to be a good way to get them into shape and just shooting around. And a lot of the younger girls have been showing up, which has been nice, so they can kind of get acclimated to the program before we get started.
And finally, what strategies do you plan to implement into this up and coming season for basketball?
All right, so not to get into too many details, but we definitely want to run a really high pace defensive strategy this year. I think we have a really quick team, so I'm excited to be able to do a lot of full court pressure, hopefully create a lot of turnovers and create our offense off of that. I think we have a great wide range of people that will hopefully be on our team. We obviously don't have our teams picked just yet, but a lot of people that can play a lot of different positions, which I think makes it hard for people to guard us if we're all kind of in a similar position, similar style, but it also makes us interchangeable, so we're able to have people on all spots of the court and just be a high energy team. So I'm excited to hopefully have more energy in our practices and just be excited about basketball. in turn, hopefully we have a few more wins this season. But again, we're more focused on the fundamentals and making sure everybody's having fun and working hard, and hopefully that will come from there.
All right. Thank you, Miss Powers. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Peter. I'm excited to see how the role of the new head coach will play in the Rangers' success this season.
Another key piece of the Rangers team will be senior captain Sam Stuckey. Being a very good three-point shooter and versatile athlete, she will be a very important player for the team.
Let's throw it out to Ethan Steinberg, who had a chance to interview Sam Stuckey.
Hi, I'm Ethan Steinberg, and I'm here with girls basketball captain Sam Stuckey. How are you doing, Sam?
I'm good, how are you?
What are your expectations for this upcoming season?
Well, we do have a lot of returning varsity players. There's 5 seniors coming back and a lot of juniors. So I'm really excited because I feel like there's a lot of talent and experience coming up on this team, and I'm just really excited to see what we can do.
How have you guys been preparing for this upcoming season?
Well, we've been going to open gyms and stuff like that, and with the new head coach, she's really, Miss Power, she's really been pushing us to make sure that we use our time effectively before the season so that we're ready for the season.
What do you think your toughest opponent will be in this season?
I definitely think our toughest opponent is Hawkington. We haven't played them. We only played them in the end of the season tournament, so this is going to be a really good chance to see how we match up against them this year, and should be good.
Yeah. And as a returning varsity player and also a captain this season, how do you expect to lead on and off the court?
Well, definitely I think that some of the younger girls will be able to look up to me because I know a lot of them already because my sister's one of the freshmen, so that's definitely helpful. And I really hope everyone just gives 110% and tries their best because that's really all you can do. And I just hope that no one gets too hard on themselves.
Thank you so much for your time, Sam.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ethan. I love to see the excitement in these girls. Ready to get out on the court.
Next, we will talk with Alexa Vasilakis. Being a returning starter and strong force on both offense and defense, she will certainly be a key member of the Ladies Rangers' success this season.
I had a chance to catch up with Alexa on her home court and ask her some questions about the season. Hi, I'm here with Alexa Vasilakis, senior on the Westboro girls varsity basketball team. So, how have you guys been preparing for this season?
So for the past year, we've honestly been preparing since the season ended after a pretty tough season last year. We've had summer league going on all the summer, and that was really good in preparing us and keeping us active during the summer. Definitely without our seniors, it was a good taste of what this team was going to look like for the upcoming season. And for the past 2 months, we've been doing open gyms and workouts with Mr. Thrush, so I think that's been really important in getting us back into basketball shape. And honestly, just like playing fall sports, a lot of our girls play fall sports as well, is a really good way to prepare for an upcoming season, staying in shape.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your goals for the season?
I think definitely one of our biggest goals is to make playoffs. Personally, like as a senior, the past 3 years we haven't been able to make playoffs, and it's something I've always wanted to do with this team. So I think that's one goal, and I think another goal is just to keep our mentality high throughout the whole entire season.
Right.
That's definitely been a struggle of ours. So yeah, I think that'd be really important.
Yeah, so being a returning varsity player, how do you expect to lead the team both on and off the court?
Yeah. So definitely, I think it's really important to lead by example and just be a role model for all of the girls on the team. Personally, I like to do that in working hard, both on and off the court. I like to lead by example by, I like to lead by example by cheering on my teammates at all times, so my confidence in my teammates never waver. But just generally speaking, keeping our mentality high is going to be super important.
Yeah. So, are there any young and up-and-coming players that are going to be on the squad this year?
Yeah, so last year we had 2 freshmen on the team, Kristen Milikowski and Grace Burns,
Wow.
and they definitely made a huge impact on our
Yeah.
team, and I'm really excited to see what they can do this year, their sophomore year.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Luke. So great to see the determination to win from senior starters.
It really is awesome to see how much this group wants to win and win with each other. Seems like there's great team morale going into the season.
We are all excited to see the Rangers tip off their season on December 17th away against Wachusett.
That's all for the segment, folks. I'm Luke Lentini.
And I'm Ashton Morsell, reporting for the Lobby Observer at Westboro TV.